Welcome back to the channel. We built a £2,500 solar array and it's saving us £100 a month, and here's how.
Hello, I'm feeling so good, so good. Hello, I'm feeling so good. What's up? Feeling like $1,000,000.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Before we get into this one, a quick update on what's going on since last week. So this house is sold. We already told you this house is sold. We are now at the point we are just waiting for completion date. Once we have that, the movers have been booked, so we need to deal with them and line the dates up so they can come and go and get all our junk and take that down to Italy, and then basically we'll race them down in the car with the cat. Right, so services in this house are now going off. We have no TV services, we have no internet provider. It just became the right timing that our contracts were up for renewal, and if we renewed them we would have to take another 18-month contract, and of course we're only going to be here for at least another month. So rather than pay all the get out of contract penalty clauses and stuff, we just let it go. We are, however, now relying completely on 4G, 5G to work with, and we have found out that in rush hour times in the city, nothing works. 4G, 5G just doesn't load anything, and I presume because the network's too busy. And also lunch times, when people come out of the office to have their lunch, everybody's on their phones, and nothing works either. So we have a very small amount of working internet to collect emails and continue working on normal jobs. Back to the solar, let's go. As you can see, I'm sat on my stairs because we're at the point where almost every room now is boxes. Anyway, solar. I won't bore you with massive amounts of specs, and if you want to know the specs, obviously put messages in the comment and I'll put them down. Either way, I will put a link to everything I've used in this build. I did actually record a video of Fran detailing all the specs and what it was doing, how it was working, yada yada yada, and it became very highly boring, so we won't be posting it. But if you do want to see that video, then let me know and I will post it. But basically the story here is that back in lockdown, when it first hit, and we here in the UK we had a massive energy crisis, and our electricity bill actually trebled, and we didn't actually use any more electricity. That's just the way the UK work, and the prices are out of control. So we put something in place that we could use and put different devices around the house on the system, so obviously we weren't pulling off the grid. Now this system can be integrated into the grid of this house, and it will be when it gets to Italy. But for here it's not. So here it runs completely on its own. It comes in from solar panels, it's then charging the batteries. We have 10 kilowatts of power storage, and then rather than the AC output going into the consumer unit for the house and supplying everything around the house, because we didn't want to perform that level of install here, knowing that we would have to rip it all out. I mean, we still have to take it all apart, take it with us, but we don't need to be messing around with electrics of this house that we're not keeping. So what we actually do, the AC out actually comes out into a breaker, and then it just feeds two extension cables that we run around the house, and then we plug them into appliances we want to use. So if we're going to use a dishwasher, we plug it into that. If we're going to use the washing machine, we plug it into that. And then in the evening when we go into the front room, we're watching telly, and there's a lamp in the front room as well. It all gets plugged into that as well, so we're not, for the lighting in the front room and our entertainment bit is all being powered from the batteries. Throughout the day, my home office, so my Mac studio, everything I'm doing in charging of batteries, and it all comes off one of those extension cables. Fran normally uses the other extension throughout the day. She runs her MacBook off it along with the external monitor and some lighting for her corner part of the dining room at the moment, because where a normal office was upstairs is now just a pile of boxes. And if you saw my latest short, you will see there are just boxes everywhere. By doing that process, we saw our electricity bill come down instantly. Now it's only taking, some people are going to look into this too much and it's like, oh, they're not the best quality. It doesn't matter to us. We've put the system in, it works, it saves us a bulk ton of money, to the point now where it's already paid back what we spent out on it. So now it's physically saving us the money. There will be a video coming where we dismantle all of this, and it will be going on the lorry. It's coming down to it, but when we get to the other end in Italy, the panels will be going somewhere permanently, whether it be on a ground station or on the roof of the house. The inverter will be plumbed in correctly into the house, so it will have a feed from the grid. It will supply the house entirely. There are a couple of items it won't supply because it is of the cheaper end. So there are 2 items that we think, or we know, inverter will not power. One being an electric shower. The next item will be, here we have a double oven, double electric oven, and it won't power that either. They just draw too much current. We'll have the same problem with those 2 items out in Italy, but they will have a feed to the grid. But everything else in the house, all the wall sockets, the lighting, the AC units, will all be powered from battery. And it will have the ability, if the batteries go to run out overnight, because obviously overnight it will be powering lighting that comes on and off if you get up in the middle of the night whatsoever, and the fridge and the freezer. Those items will be on 24/7. So if you find it is going to run out of power in the middle of the night, it has the ability to switch to the grid and then use the grid to power the house. And then when the solar panels wake up in the morning, when the sun hits, it will charge the batteries to a certain amount and then switch the grid off. In a nutshell, it works. It saves us about £100 a month on electricity bill. I'm going to leave it there because when we do the move to Italy, there will be a video of us completely dismantling this system and packing it up. And then obviously when we get to the house, there will be a more in-depth video of putting it all back together, getting it wired into the house correctly. Obviously we will get an electrician around to do the grid section. Since we purchased the system and put it in, the products we've used have become much more cheaper. For example, the solar panels we're using, they cost £200 each when we originally bought them, put them in, and now they're £70 each. Thanks for watching this video. It was really hard not to get really geeky on this video because I like gizmos and gadgets. Any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll quite happily answer them. And like I said, there will be a link to every single item we've used. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.